Oh yeah, that was the first underground noise event, the
Mm-hmm.
one that basically sparked it up for last year.
Yeah, that joint was
Yeah,
fire.
that joint was fire.
That's when I found out the ladies love Audi. I was like, oh,
You think
okay.
they love me? That's what everybody keep telling me. I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true, man. Don't nobody love me.
Spoken like a real rapper.
They don't love me, bro. Like, why you think I'm making so many love songs, bro? They don't love me, twin.
Hey,
Everybody think I'm like somebody I'm not or something. I be chilling.
you creating the songs that you want to, you know what I mean, that vibration you want to experience. Yeah,
That's true.
That's the vibe.
That's true.
Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it. Okay, out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it.
What does the future look like for your podcast?
Yo, welcome back to another episode of No Label the Podcast. It's season 7. Once again, thank you for following, liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that. All of that helps the algorithm. All of that helps us, and we appreciate it, and we're going to try to help y'all in return. One thing you can do, go to nolabelmediaco.com, sign up for our newsletter. You know what I'm saying? Keep up with everything, No Label the Podcast. Keep up with everything, No Label Media. Is greatly appreciated. And you know what I mean? We got some cool stuff there for y'all. So, I mean, stay in tune. Today, we are sitting with another Buffalo artist, you know what I mean? Been killing the game for a little minute. You know what I mean? How does, you know what I mean? The anti-hero herself, you know what I mean? Come on, AUDI3K was goody.
What's up? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to, you know what I mean, get loose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We started getting the pod rolling. How your day? How you doing? How the day been?
I'm feeling good. Like, I'm blessed. I can't complain, I guess. You know?
I feel that.
I'm here with y'all. So I feel good.
Yeah. And we've been wanting to make this happen for a little minute.
We've been needing to make this happen for a while.
For real.
Yeah.
So, like, when we started our pod, you know what I mean? We always like to start from the beginning. So, born and raised in Buffalo?
Yeah.
What side of town?
The east side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
East side, like Uptown, Genesee, Bailey, Delavan.
Bet. Where, what high school you go to?
I graduated from East, but I did move out of town for a while. Like, I moved to Georgia. I went to Alpharetta. Like, in Alpharetta, Georgia is kind of like North Atlanta, like 30 minutes away from Atlanta.
Okay, that was right after high school?
Yeah, that was in the midst of high school, like probably like my junior year, and then like I came back to Buffalo and graduated from East.
Okay.
So yeah.
Where was it like? Was music in the idea then, or was it like sports or something?
Like during high school?
Yeah.
Music was in plans. It was more like in transition. Like, I used to be a dancer.
Okay.
So like dance was always like a thing for me. I'm not sure at this point when I think back, I'm not sure if that's where I really seen everything going. Like, I always was an artist. I always could draw and stuff like that. Like, I always wanted to have my own art gallery or like a museum or something like that.
Nice.
So it really started deep within the dance, and I kind of fell back from dancing and fell more into writing.
Okay.
Kind of, sort of.
It's in the old videos of you like doing the You Got Served, you know what I mean? Snatching somebody's heart.
Yeah, it's definitely some old videos on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna bring them out though, like in a little while.
Nah, rightfully so.
That's some documentary stuff. It's crazy.
Speaking of documentaries, we just seen Chandra. She had her document, The Lady's First Joint. That joint was fire.
It was beautiful. Like, even Chandra, I've known Chandra since I was a dancer, since I was probably like 10, 11 years old.
That's dope.
And she was a dancer. And she wasn't like, it wasn't media, you know? She was just dancing. She was off to the side, but always involved. So it's like, even that, it's like 10 years later.
That's dope.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
She's the journalist.
Where
I feel like
absolutely, hands down.
I feel like she is the journalist,
hands down.
and she's in tune with everybody. So it's like that's dope too to see everybody stretch their hands in the art in different ways.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Chandra. Shout out to
Hey,
Snake
shout
Vibing.
out to Chandra.
And you opened. You were. I don't say you opened, but like you were performing at the event. You killed it. First of all,
Thank you.
Like the energy was dope. And that's what made me. I'm like, you set the tone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
she let me. I was the MC for her. Was it her? Will this year be her fourth? Yeah, this year will be her fourth Ladies First. So last year I was the MC for it, and I was the only like artist. There were dancers and other women, but I was the MC. So I think that's another reason why she like looped it back around. And it's like, it's kind of family to me at this point. But so that was definitely cool to be able to come back and do the Ladies First thing because I was able to be the MC for last year.
That's tough.
And that was my first year being at Ladies First
Dope.
because I always miss it because I be in and out of town. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
Nah, yeah.
Chandra the GOAT.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be holding it down, man.
Yeah.
Ladies killing that. That's gonna be a fire event this year.
For sure.
Yeah. So just pick back up. Right after high school, you said you moved into the writing aspect.
Yeah, kind of during high school. Like I feel like I graduate. I'm class of 2019. I graduated probably like late 2018 though.
Okay.
So I would say I started around that like 20. I probably made my first real song in like 2017 or something. So it was definitely during high school.
Oh.
But I think falling out of high school is when it turned into a thing. For sure.
Okay. Yeah. So that's like a little bit. That's like right before COVID type shit. So
Yeah.
you started recording. You know what I mean? Tapping it. Did you like take it serious or was it kind of just like a hobby?
I took it serious. I think that like I focus in as an artist. So it's like I wanted to perfect my craft. So it did become more serious for sure over time. I also think that I don't know, when you have your hands put in so many different places in pots, you really have to figure out what you want to take the time to focus on.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be an issue. Like sometimes it can be, it can create issues if you don't know when and when not to focus in on stuff.
That's a fact.
So it's like music kind of became what dance was for me. Like it was the important form of artistry for the moment, I guess.
Yeah, the
and
staple.
then it turned into like, oh shit, hold on, I kind of like this. I can do this. I'm decent at this.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me kind of like a Kobe. Like Kobe was super locked in on like basketball, but it opened up so many other doors
Yeah.
for everything else. But it's like he's amazing. He started rapping. He started,
Right.
yeah, I mean, making movies, writing book, all that stuff. But it was centered around basketball. Allowed all that stuff to happen. I could see that.
Yeah.
That's what it's reminiscent of.
For sure.
Oh yeah. So boom, when COVID popped off, so just going on the timeline, COVID popped off, were you kind of like become a studio rat, or how was your mental and all of that around that time?
So I say COVID. In COVID, I dropped probably my first real project. I would say Heavy Medicated was my first real project where I like did promotion. Like I bought stickers and I went outside and I posted it up and everybody knew like I was doing music at that point. But I do feel like even before that, like 2018, 2019, like Buffalo scene, there was a real scene, like the Slime Shack and Good Neighbors, and it was a lot of stuff going on during that time too. So I feel like that 2018, 2019, it was like, okay, like I have a name, they know me. But 2020, I think 2020 was when I dropped Heavy Medicated. So that was my first little, well, it wasn't my first project, but that was my first project that I'll say like it was a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
made your name.
Yeah, 2020 was definitely that time where it was like I created something that created a moment for me, I guess, if that makes sense.
And was it AUDI3K back then, or was it?
Yeah, it's always been AUDI3K when I started making music.
Dope.
Yeah, my dancer name though was Royal Blue, like BLU.
Okay.
So you might see certain posts or on Facebook, my name is like Audi Blue and stuff like that. So I always been Blue. Like if I order something, I'm gonna order it as Blue. So some people know me as that version too.
Okay.
But it's always been AUDI3K. 3 has always been an important number
Dope.
for me. Yeah.
I was just about to ask, where did the 3K part come in?
The 3 came from me. Man, it's really all full circle shit. I'm not gonna lie. It's all full circle shit because like when I used to draw and tag my name, my actual name, the E I would make a 3, and my last name start with a K. So it's kind of like it would always be A3K, regardless. However you break it down, the most prominent letters would be that A3K. So that kind of turned into a joke, you know, where people used to be like, oh, I'm going 3,000, or I'm like, oh, not Andre 3,000, like Audi 3,000, or you just going to the max. So then it kind of turned into that, like Audi 3,000, Audi 3K. So the A3K was prominent. It kind of just like transformed over time. I wanted to drop it at a while, but everybody loved 3K. I want to just be 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, I like it because it's unique, and it's kind of like, it's almost like you could kind of tell it's not like a bite off of like everybody know Andre 3000,
Yeah.
but you could tell it's not that. It's hard to really
Like
explain.
it's different.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope. So like, who are some of your musical inspirations? Who kind of like helped shape your sound?
Musical inspirations, I would say, I listened to a lot of neo soul growing up, like
Fire.
a lot of neo soul and rap, of course, until I was able to spread out into everything else. So I would say like neo soul, like Eric Roberson, and of course Erykah Badu, and Lauryn Hill, and the Fugees, and Nas is one of my favorite rappers. A lot of Jay-Z, but those still just like typical things. Like I like jazz music, like Najee is an amazing jazz artist.
Well, I gotta tap in.
Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson is my greatest of all time.
Rightfully so.
You know, including the dancing, the inspiration from that too, growing up watching that. So just a little bit of everything, I'm not gonna lie, but definitely the neo soul, the Talib Kweli's and the Mos Defs and the Commons and stuff like that, the Mary J's and stuff like that. A lot of that R&B, soul, even going further, like the OJs and the Delphonics and stuff like that.
That's right.
Like I tap into a little bit of everything. So yeah.
Rightfully so. So for somebody who hasn't heard you before, which let's say like maybe like pick 3 artists that is a blend of that's reminiscent of AUDI3K.
I don't know. It's hard.
I love but like you mentioned Badu. I love that
Yeah.
you mentioned that because it's like you got some melodic joints, but you also gonna come with bars and you gonna harmonize on it too.
Yeah.
That should.
That's why it's kind of hard for me because it's like, even when you compare yourself to people, it's like they all great people, but it's like, what are you really comparing? I feel like all of those things, I tried to kind of take a little bit from everything and do like a fusion of it. So in terms of rap, I don't know, because sometimes I feel like I'd be on some J. Cole shit, and then other times it'd be like totally different. Like I still listen to even like Detroit music and stuff like that. Like I can make that type of music because I'm from the east side of Buffalo and that we listen to, like, you know, I can make every form of music, but I don't know. That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's a hard question.
For me, I'm gonna say in terms of like the ability to rap and sing, I'm gonna go. That's the Badu element for you.
Yeah.
Then I'll say like some of your content, like you speak on like relationships a bit.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of reminiscent of like how Wale is able to like paint a certain picture.
Love Wale.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that, and then I'll say.
I never would have even thought of Wale.
Yeah.
But that's a good, like, that's somebody that I feel like you could put it there because of the way even he structured his songs. Or like
his the versatility,
yeah,
you know what I'm
super.
saying? And not afraid to take it wherever they feel like it need to go. And that's one thing I appreciate. Like even anytime I see you perform, you gonna come with bars. You gonna come with big energy.
Yeah.
And then you can slow it down. I'm like, yo, she trying to kill it. Like, we gotta get her up here. Like,
Yeah. Even when I perform, like I move around a lot, and people tell me like, you know, I learned so much from you. Just or I learned that I need to move around more from us performing this one song together. And it's just like, wow, that's something that's already incremented into my performance because I was a dancer. I actually have to move the whole time. I really need to move, but y'all don't know I need to move. But it's like that's also another element. It's like I kind of do want to get around. I'm gonna run around. If I have the ability to run around the crowd, I'm gonna run around the crowd and try to get in people's faces, because that's more important than the media, social media posts. It's like that's the stuff that you really remember from people's performances.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? And is it difficult, like moving around that much and keeping your breath control? Like you got to work out and all that?
Yeah, that it really is difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you will have a bad day. Like, and you be like, damn, I really just had a bad day. But nobody else will notice, but it's like you notice because you in a repetition of practicing it and performing it, or just you know your ability. So yeah, I feel like if I worked out every day, I'd probably be a beast. Or if I just like, sometimes I think about that, like, or I'll take a run and just listen to the song over and over again and just like rap it while I run. That helps too, because it's like breath control.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know Outkast, they didn't brag about it, but it was just like, I was like watching a doc or something. They would jog and rap. Whenever they made an album, they'd go jog, remember their lyrics and rap their lyrics while they jogging.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's genius.
And breath control is so hard. Like, it's really a lot.
People don't really know, especially like good performers. That's what, like, for me, that's what separates. Good, like, okay, decent. It's like, no, they're a good
Absolutely.
performer.
I feel like you got to know when to stop too, because me, I'll make like performance tracks and stuff like that. So there might be a part where I'll leave a line there in the performance track, even if the whole crowd can't necessarily hear it. It's like I can leave the space there and make sure, as long as the bar that went there before it will match the next bar, even stuff like that. Like, you can give yourself time to breathe, but you got to make sure it makes sense at the right time. So timing is necessary too. Timing has to do with the breath control, though.
All that,
for sure.
Word. So, just from your time rapping here, have you ever like did performances in other cities and stuff like that?
Yeah. When I moved to Atlanta, I performed a lot out there. I performed in Rochester. I feel like I might have performed somewhere else out of town, but yeah, I definitely did a lot of Atlanta shows and just hosting, being around people, helping party promote, stuff like that.
How did that scene help you when you came back here?
It helped me a lot because it helped me realize how much we don't do. Although, once again, I've seen the Buffalo scene for a long time out of my life. Like, I kind of grew up in the scene. A lot of people that I see now at every event, it's like, wow, like, y'all watch me grow up. So I will say, I don't want to say like that in a negative way, but just it's multiple different things. Sometimes it's like they are unified in a way that we may or may not be able to unify, but it's not that we can't. It's just the way that we move, or it's ego, or we artists. So it is what it is. But also too, like, being an artist, and even like I did art expos and stuff like that, they have huge warehouses with like hundreds of vendors.
Black owned too.
But it's crazy to see when you don't see that on an everyday basis. Like, it's somebody that I probably hang around that I could take there and they would be like, what is this? This is crazy. Like, and it's just all artists, all painters, all candle makers, and stuff like that. So when you come back to a town like Buffalo, it's like, damn, we got the love, we have the community, but how could we continue to build that to that height?
I think one thing about Atlanta, like, I've managed, so I've been on tours there every now and then, and how they like embrace each other in their community is so different. Like, everybody's trying to help somebody get to the next step, versus here it's kind of like, oh, you doing that? Oh, that's dope. Well, I'm gonna try to do the same thing or a little variation of it over here, and it's just like, yo, bro, we can uplift each other and like,
or it's like a gatekeeping thing. Like, why do we have to we really don't have to gatekeep. It's only so many locations we can all use.
Facts. Literally.
But even in that case, it's only so many locations we can all use, because even the owners that have had these places for a long time gatekeep their locations, and they don't want to share to the community. That's not everybody though, because we know that. But still, it's like, that little thing does make a difference. But also Atlanta or these other cities that we talk about and we visit, it's like, it is bigger. Buffalo is pretty segregated.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Red line and all that.
You know,
who's
so
gonna be where.
it's all of those things, but that doesn't mean that there's not potential, because Buffalo has the potential. And I also feel like when Griselda did what they did, it put a battery in everybody else's back. Like, oh, this is real. Oh, y'all do see the city a little bit. So it's just pros and cons.
Yeah, I think we getting to that point. Like, that's one of my goals for 2026 is just like let's create some connections between all the media platforms. Like, I make sure I tap in with Chandra more often now. Like, we here at Studio 353. I'm making sure I tap in. We just talking to Struggle Mike over in like that South Buffalo. We gotta like
combine, because that's how we get strong.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, if we can control that ecosystem and like, yo, everybody help everybody eat.
Yeah,
bro, like,
or even too, like when it comes to music, the DJs, all the DJs not united. If the DJs could all unite, then they could pick a group of artists to blast up to the system, not just the artists that had to work and pave their way, and now we only hear those 5 songs.
Yeah.
Which those 5 songs still need to be played.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
But, you know, if we had that unity, then maybe we could all pick and bid on artists and vote and see who should be getting spun for June. All the DJs will spin this song for June. Or, you know, like, another way to continue that network and get the feedback, which we do. It'll happen.
It's coming. It's coming. It's on my list. It's on my list. We go knocking that out. I'm adamant about doing that. Like, I'm dedicating like this summer spring run.
Yeah.
We tying it together.
It's that time.
Absolutely.
It is that time.
Absolutely. It was some dope. Tell me about Underground Noise.
Underground Noise. Okay, so Underground Noise is a new idea, a new curation that I've probably been sitting on for the past, let's say, 2.5 years. And the slogan for Underground Noise is basically feel the sound of the city. And it's that because once we talking about, once again, unity and, you know, separation from certain sides of town and stuff like that. I feel like me being from the east side of Buffalo, I know so many people that are like talented people. Not to say trench or nothing like that, but you know, we can pick up the gist of what I'm saying.
For sure.
A lot of amazing people that I know aren't in the spaces that I get invited to. And that's not okay.
I got a question. So, like, how do you feel about like our current scene? Because from my experience, I feel like it's getting a little bit too performative. We're gonna try to make it look really cool versus it being like at the event and saying, "Yo, this is cool." Versus trying to make it look that way.
I feel that too. That's why we need that unity, so we can all be putting in the same work in the same way. But you gotta go a little bit deeper on what you feel is performative, because like I feel like that could be in a lot of different aspects still.
Fuck it. So
just say it, man.
So
talk to me.
When let's say it's a DJ party, let's say,
okay,
and they have the DJ's performing, or he's DJing here, they got the camera. Everybody's kind of like focused or like trying to get in the angle a little bit and act like they're having fun, and then they go off camera and then they just in their phone or just being bored, not talking to nobody, not socializing, not dancing unless they see a camera in front of their face. Now they want to dance. Yeah, that's whack.
Is that this day and age though? Because I feel like everything is for the camera.
That shit whack.
like everything is for the camera.
Yeah, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
But is that to look good? To look good on the media. So it's like,
I feel, and it's like we've been doing this for like 7 years,
right.
And so it's like I'm comfortable now talking in front of a camera. But if people know me, I don't take pictures. I stay out of the camera as much as I can. Yeah. Other than this, if I didn't have this, I wouldn't be doing that. So it's like I kind of like pride myself. I was like, no, I'm going to keep my authenticity or my humanity, and I can keep that over here. And I like to have fun as a regular person. Like I come
Right.
off as super serious on camera,
Yeah.
but I like to enjoy myself and have a good time too.
Right.
But I'm not finna shuck and jive for the camera. I'm never. That's never gonna be me.
That is corny. I'm not going to because it's just like, why do we have to fake the funk? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
But
it.
it is. I do get what you mean. Like it is kind of performative, but I also think it gets to a point where we do kind of have to stop being performative. I think when it's performative for the first time or the second time, sometimes we have to be performative to get the content. That's understood too.
True.
But how do we break out of that if everybody's not entertained? Because obviously we're not entertained, right? We can't be having that much fun if we gotta be on.
I think it goes back to the thing like in this age of technology. It's like I remember.
Attention span.
Yeah, attention
very
spans.
short attention span.
Attention spans. People in the spot dancing. You don't want to be seen dancing.
You don't want to be seen having too much fun.
Yeah, now you getting a text message like, "Yo, I just see you on so story. Stop playing with me." I get that, but it kind of dampened it dampened the mood a little bit because I vividly remember like when I graduated in 2000 class of 11, so I remember parties before people was like social media on the phones and everything.
Everybody was doing their own thing, having a good time.
Yo, if we see a camera or lights in there, whoa, you killing the vibe, bro. Like, whoa, you're wilding. And now it's almost like we're kind of like normalizing it, and it's just like it's unfortunate.
I feel like media, like even media, was better before we had phones too, or like just
I think it was more. People were more intentional. People like you can tell when people cared. Like, I care about editing and producing good content.
And you kind of had to be good at your shit, bro. You got to be good at your craft to be seen, or you have to be like, you're not as accessible. Mm-hmm. I can't just post right now where I'm at, and they know exactly where I'm at. At the time, I could put the time there, or something like that. You just weren't as accessible. I had to wait until a certain day of the month to get the magazine to see what my favorite artist was going through in their relationship. Not like, oh, I screenshotted it on Instagram and Snapchat and I seen them fighting back and forth. That type of like exclusivity. Yeah. Like we don't have that. I feel like that kind of goes into it too.
Yeah, age of privacy be gone.
Yeah, no privacy.
You spoke on relationship. Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you looking for one, or are you kind of just like you in your artist bag right now?
Man, all right. I'm not looking for one, but I do love love.
You seem like a lover.
Yo, I'm such a lover, and nobody think I'm a lover, bro. Nobody think I'm a lover. I'm really a lover.
I believe you.
I'm such a lover girl. I swear to God, I'm such a lover girl. I think that for one, yes, I think I am more focused in right now. Also, I'm growing into a woman. I'm a grown ass woman, man. Like everything is not for me, and that is okay.
That's true.
Everything's not to be forced. I don't want to force anything. I think love should be effortless. It may not always be effortless, but so yeah, I'm kind of in that range of like I would love to be in a beneficial space, not to say benefit, not for a benefit, but what the benefit would be is peace, understanding, and somebody to grow with, somebody to teach me something. I want to learn something every day. Right. Like I should be able to learn something every day from you. I'm more than sure if me and you was around each other for weeks, we could teach each other something every day. Absolutely. That's how I want my friendships to be. That's how I want my love to be. That's how I want everything to be. So I feel like that is very important to me right now. So I just gotta wait until I could find.
No, that's valid. We went to the event. Yours was on. It was like I think a week before Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. That junk was fire.
Was it at OSB's?
It was at Nietzsche's.
Oh yeah, that was the first Underground Noise event, the one that basically sparked it up for last year.
Yeah, that joint was fire. That
joint was fire.
That's when I found out the ladies love AUDI. I was like, oh, okay.
You think they love me? That's what everybody keep telling me. I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true, man. Don't nobody love me.
Spoken like a real rapper.
They don't love me, bro. Like, why you think I'm making so many love songs, bro? They don't love me, twin.
Hey, you create.
Everybody think I'm like somebody I'm not or something. I be chilling.
You creating the songs that you want to. You know what I mean? That vibration you want to experience. You know,
That's true.
That's the vibe.
That's true.
That's the vibe. Dante, you had a top 5?
So since you've been on your art shit, what are your top 5 favorite art galleries that you've been to? And if you can't remember like the actual name of the gallery, you can just say the city.
Top 5 favorite art galleries. Damn, I definitely cannot remember all locations. There's a art gallery in Atlanta. It's the only one that's downtown. I wish I could remember the name of it right now. They have like special Fridays or like the first Friday of the month, and it's super like cultured, music playing. It's just like hundreds of people walking through it.
Right.
That really is a beautiful museum. Like when you go in the center, it's kind of like a big circle, and it's like 3 different floors, and it's like a long pathway you could just walk up the circle. That shit is fire. I love that. I'll also say Buffalo.
Come on.
We love. Actually, Buffalo Art Museum is one of the most beautiful art museums.
AKG.
Yes, exactly. The AKG. I think I've been to a art museum in Washington that was dope, but it was a long time ago.
Smithsonian?
I definitely been to the Smithsonian. I wanted to say that, but I feel like it's another one around there. It's not the Smithsonian though. But the Smithsonian is fire.
I heard
It's huge.
They got crazy museums in Washington.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like I remember I went on a trip and I went probably to like 3 of them. But I think they all in that same area. It's like that's what they call them all. Big ass park. Yeah, so Washington, in Cali, like on Melrose, there's plenty of like local artists that are amazing. So I'll give that too. I don't really have a top 5 right now. I gotta do some traveling. I need to go to Paris or something.
Absolutely.
I've been locked in for like 2-3 years.
Stamp that passport. You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying.
Hopefully the international travel could get a little bit better. But
I mean, if we don't, go to war or something.
when this motherfucker ends. I'm trying to think. Do I have any favorite art galleries? Also, absolutely AKG. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Hunt Art Gallery, downtown Buffalo. Shout out to Hunt Art Gallery.
Dope.
We did some underground noise events there too. I was blessed to do that, and I met the owner of Hunt. He was pretty nice. So yeah.
Shout out to them.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, you
bro.
good. You good. What's her name? Idris had a gallery downtown too. Was like, what's that spot right by Tupper? He had a fire gallery. That joint was dope.
Yeah.
I missed this one, but Julia Bottoms had a gallery. That joint was fire. She did like what was that? Like kind of like Renaissance, but she had the black people instead of just like random white people. That shit.
Oh,
was
that's fire.
Yeah, that thing was tough. I went to an art gallery in Cape Town, South Africa. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
But it was just a bunch of different paintings and sculptures. Super crazy.
Yeah,
Super
that
crazy.
sounds fire.
Hell yeah. I know Dante probably thinking of the joint. What was that? The Jay-Z gallery.
I never went to that shit.
You
didn't go?
Oh yeah, you did tell me you was tight.
They got a new art gallery in Harlem though. It's like it's a black owned art gallery. I think it's called the Black something. But I want to go see that.
That should
I
be
want to
dope.
go. Yeah.
Nah, that should be
Gotta
fire.
see that. It's in Harlem for sure.
Yeah.
It's a black art gallery. I gotta see that.
You ever been to Birchfield Penny art gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birchfield is beautiful too.
I gotta go in there.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta go in there.
It's real nice in there.
What's the name? We also got another segment called a Third Eye segment. We talk about unconventional truths, unpopular opinions, conspiracy theories,
Okay.
spirituality, all that.
All right.
I was listening to your project, your last one, Anti-Hero. What made you pick that name, and then I'll kind of go into the Third Eye.
The anti-hero is kind of like my villain era. It's kind of like being vindicated. but not necessarily for revenge. It's like the feeling of vindication. But I guess, well, vindication is kind of like revengeful, so I'll still accept it, but it's just more of like, yeah, the energy of it. And just being kind of fed up, I guess. A little bit of fed up, but also, too, trying to allow myself to show the wild side and some of the other inner thoughts that I have, because the last project I did was Colors, and that kind of aligns with the Third Eye segment, too. But Colors was about healing. The whole thing was about healing from like the root to the crown. So going to Anti-Hero is kind of like my shadow side.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's like my light side and my shadow side.
Going to the chakras, going through the shadow work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. It's literally shadow work. It's like all the other thoughts that I have, the angry thoughts, or if it is a love song, it's like the more, the opposite version of it.
Word.
Yeah, it's the shadow.
You ever heard of the book The Hero's Journey by, I would say, Joseph Campbell?
I heard of it. I never read it.
Yeah, but it kind of like, it embodies, it's the hero's journey, but it can also apply to like the anti-hero.
Yeah.
It's how like story started, go with the arc, traumatic start, you know what I mean? Finding
Yeah.
yourself, getting the skills, and
Right.
then kind of like the redemption. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you just painting that picture. You're talking about going from the colors to anti-hero. That's
Yeah.
dope that you were able to tell that in your
Yeah.
art.
And I kind of feel like for the character of anti-hero, although I haven't given the space to fully like dive into anti-hero and show everybody what it is, my mentality behind it now, like I said, once again, it's always been vindication. I had an idea, a concept for a project, and I was going to call it Vindicated. And it turned into the anti-hero. But it wasn't going to be those same songs. But it's just been that same theme of like, I'm vindicated. Like, I had like, been vindicated lately. I feel amazing. Like, I got a lot of songs that was aligning with that. That turned into anti-hero. But I was saying, like, the character, I kind of envisioned like a army soldier, kind of like with PTSD. Like I was the hero, and I'm fighting after that to kind of, sort of, in an odd way, it's kind of to prove that you're still the hero. But it's just like you talk differently now. It's like after you go through something, you change.
Well,
So I would say that. But also in terms of the light side and the shadow side, it's like, it's kind of like you go all the way through healing and then you drop all the way back down to the root and you got to start again.
that's a fact.
So it could be aligned in a lot of different ways,
Facts.
for sure.
I can't remember what's the title of the song, but you mentioned alchemy. What does alchemy look like for you?
Alchemy for me looks like every day. I think I'm an alchemist. I would truly say I think I'm an alchemist. I think I can alchemize my emotions, and I can create things. I can alchemize energy. I can alchemize the energy in the room and change the room and shift it. So that's what alchemy looks like to me. Also just looks like being okay with not being okay, and being okay with not being perfect, which is duality. Being okay with having a moment. But also you have to be aware that you're having that moment, or that you had it.
Facts.
And that is alchemizing.
Absolutely.
Taking stuff and learning from it. That's alchemy.
Right. If you're like, the traditional definition is like the process of like turning lead to gold. So it's really taking, black people do it all day. Take lemons
Exactly.
and make lemonade. And it's dope that when I see artists that can describe that process without being super direct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of art and music and everything that we do.
It's all alchemizing.
And my last question, and just from just talking to you, and this is our first time really like having a conversation.
Facts.
But I can tell like you have a deep spiritual side, in the sense of who kind of like, or what kind of put you on that path to just learning more about, like you mentioned, chakras, shadow work, alchemy.
I'm not sure. I think it came over time, honestly. Like I have I grew up around a lot of things. Like, I have a great aunt that was always Muslim. Like, she's an apostle, but she was also Christian at a point in time, and she's a pastor. And she, she can preach in a Christian church, and she did, go over it, and then she went back to Christianity. So I grew up hearing about that. Both of my grandparents are Christians. So, I had to go to church at a certain point in time, but my mother's not overly religious. She's more spiritual in her own way that she may not be able to understand, but I can understand because I am. So I think, like hearing a lot of that. So I heard a lot of scriptures, and I heard a lot of prayers, and I heard a lot of affirmations. I also seen altars and tables full of pictures, and I seen a little bit of everything. So I feel like I've been able to just take it all and make my own understanding of it and appreciate it for what it is.
Absolutely. No, that's how everybody should do it. Make your little gumbo. Take what works for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Alchemize it. You know what I'm saying?
Alchemizing it
and transform it into something beautiful. You know what I mean? To present to the people. You've been doing that through your art, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
What's Regular World?
Regular World.
So that's your clothing brand? It's like a clothing brand?
Yeah, Regular World, it started off as a clothing brand. It's more like it's like an umbrella, really. It's like a powerhouse. It's like, it is a brand, but not just clothes. It's like art and culture and creation and stuff like that. Like, I have people underneath me that would consider themselves regular artists that I've known for a long time. So it's like, it's a little bit of everything, honestly. Regular was created I was trying to find a word for different and misfit and outcast, and I had like unorthodox and all of these crazy words. And basically it just turned into like regular. Like, I actually asked I've showed a couple of people, like, what you think about these names or whatever. And my mom actually went through the names, and she was just like, She's like, why everything gotta be so different? Why can't we just be regular? I said, oh, that's it. Regular. So even that too, it just like alchemizing, turn into something different. It just turned into like, okay, regular. We do this on a regular, everyday basis, creating art and stuff like that. So regular is just like I'll call it an umbrella right now.
Okay.
I'll call it the umbrella of everything, because I think there's a lot of things that lie under regular, like underground noise.
Okay.
For sure.
So what's some things that people could look for in the future with regular world or underground noise?
Regular, I will be dropping clothes this year for sure. I will be unloading the clip. I got years of designs, so I hope that I can take the time to focus in on that. I would definitely love to do that. So that's in plans. Underground noise, I got some new content coming out that I can't talk about, but it's gonna be rolling out in May.
Okay.
So we just trying to get that back together. I lost my page, so we about to build that back up. I got a lot of content, old content, new content, stuff like that needs to be put up. So underground noise, just more shows, spreading the love to the people. That's the goal.
Bet. Drop the app for underground noise so people can follow you. You know what I mean?
Underground noise at Underground Noise Co. Noise with a Z. Underground Noise CO. And I'm AUDI3K, AUDI3K, regular world, regular WRLD for sure.
Come on. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Is anything else you want to like? Any last message you want to leave to the people?
Last message to the people. If there was anything that I could leave, I would say, be yourself, forgive yourself, love your people unconditionally. Facades cannot last forever. For sure. And it's A3K in your stereo and in your area. You feel me?
Come on. That's a great sign off right there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
No Label the podcast. We up out of here.
Yeah, no label.
No